Okay, so I've had like no time to set my audio up because I've literally like moved my microphone like within the space of like a few minutes, so I'm hoping it's okay. Man, my last call just now was a treat, so I'll obviously I can talk about it without naming names, but man, oh Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, thank you so much for being patient. While I got back to streaming again. I find it very hard to stream on work days where I also have work the next day. So please forgive me for being kind of sparse with streams, but unfortunately that's music. Calm down. Chill out. Go in the chill out corner. Yeah, so I kind of stream sustainably. Like I don't want to break myself down, burn myself out, so we are streaming today. I was actually gonna stream Wednesday and I was like, nah, I can slip one in. It's just gonna be kind of late today. It's a bit later than I usually start, so I'm hoping that doesn't put people off too much. But I hope you guys are okay, and I hope you've been having fun with D7, and I'm gonna be doing some more RPGM here. I've got to finish some art off for Wind Rider. I also have a commission to start. I might explore some stuff with it, but just ideas at this stage because I need to bounce ideas before I commit to art. So we'll see how we go. I might do the actual commission off stream for the sketching and stuff. Because I usually bring up lots of references from games, I don't know, I'm gonna need to look up a lot of monsters. So, anyway, let's get started. I need to make sure my pages are clean. Let's see, how are we? Looks like we're good. Let me close MS Paint. Let me close the Clip Studio initial browser. Let me close all of that. And in a moment I should stream to YouTube, right? So I think we're good to show this screen. I don't think I have anything. Why is Photoshop open? I think I keep fat fingering Photoshop open. Right, okay, I think we're good now. I am just doing one last spot check before I show the screen. I usually have a bajillion tabs open. Yeah, I've got a tab open I shouldn't have open. Close those. That's some YouTube shorts I was watching earlier. Rebel caught the first! Congratulations! I'm sorry to hear that your sickness has got a little worse. I've learned something interesting lately. I don't know if this is the thing, but I've been told that, I've been getting a lot of calls from people who have COVID again. So, I don't know if it's COVID, but I hope you feel better soon. I haven't checked my pen pressure, and Lazy Nezumi is not open. Let me open you. So I have a program called Lazy Nezumi. If you want to know why my lines are smooth, I use this little shithead. I'll show you the difference real quick. So if I zoom in, and I draw a line. So this is without Lazy Nezumi. And this is... Let me hook the window. You're 80% sure it's bad flu? Oh man, well, yeah, no, any sickness sucks in general. So, and this is with Lazy Nezumi, so if it draws... What? Are you drawing, Clip Studio? Clip Studio, what's going on here, dude? Now you're just not drawing at all. The fuck? Oh, now you are. Okay. So, yeah, this is what it's like with Lazy Nezumi. It's really smooth, and then turning it off, it's like... Actually, you know what? That line's not too bad, but yeah, I prefer to have it on. I usually don't have it on when I'm doing like sketches because it's too uniform, but you know. Anyway, just to go through what we were doing, so I have mostly done Prim, and I've mostly done Adena. I think I just haven't done her arm yet. I kind of want to change the angle of her arm a little bit from the reference I used, so we'll go from there. Actually, the reason her hand is out like this is that because she was supposed to be like having something come out of her like palm here, but yeah, I hope you guys are okay. It is Tuesday, it's like you're on that like midweek trudge. I actually worked Sunday, so I am off tomorrow. That is the reason I streamed today. If you see me streaming in an afternoon, and unless I'm crazy, I usually don't have work the next day. Or if I do stream, I'll try and stream a little earlier in the day rather than really late, because like I find I function better when I give myself a bit of chill time before I sleep for work. I don't know. That is just me, but been kind of hype lately because Karuya has been playing Ring Spirits, and he's really close to the end of the game. And because he's been playing through the game, I managed to find a lot of like things that I hadn't noticed when I released the game like 6 years ago. So I'm really happy for that. And yeah, he hasn't quit or anything. If someone had quit midway through, then I would have been worried, but like I beat myself up over that game, and it's not as, I don't think it's as bad as I like tell myself sometimes. So in this day and age, there's so much trash out there that like you gotta like, I'm very much about like trying to lift people up, and things like that. Like, I'll always say nice things about projects. I know I do yell sometimes, and I'm like, yes, sometimes I actually want critique and shit, but I think saying something nice about someone's project can go a long way, and really help them keep going. So I was in Nerd Mansion's stream earlier saying that his game was super cool, and I'm really excited for it because it's like Pokemon. You sold all your starting potions and got the better sword immediately. 10 out of 10. Would do it again. What's the first weapon? I think it's the silver sword, right? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's the silver sword. Yeah. So it's quite a spicy weapon, that one. Sounds fab. Yeah, no, thank you so much for playing it. The biggest problem with Ring Spirits that I will not change is how slow the beginning is. Because I deliberately designed it with that, like... I wanted to, like, delay validation, and that does hurt the game. Because I don't give the player, like, tons of powerful things right away. But at the same time, it's almost like refreshing, because it's so easy to give like the main character the super evil power up like right at the beginning, but instead it like happens very slowly over time. And it's not even till like halfway through the final dungeon you actually find out who the main character is. So they balance it really well. I appreciate that, because I will say one thing about RPG Maker XP's battle system is it's kind of indefensible in the way that the stats in that engine are very erratic. So you will go from doing like 1 damage to like thousands of damage with one slight damage adjustment, which is insane to me, honestly. It's pretty crazy why it's like that. I don't know why. But that is just how it is. But yeah. While not feeling overpowered? Yeah, so the game isn't overly hard. I would say the hardest boss in that game is the Cerberus in Kanara Caves. But that's quite late in. And I do give you some overpowered stuff to play with. You also have Blind to use and Silent, so I feel like the tools are there. I think in Ring Spirits, Poison and Blind are actually useful. You get Blind by casting light spells, because every spell element in Ring Spirits does a really unique thing. So like light spells will blind, fire spells will burn. Fire spells will lower attack, earth spells will lower defense, and then dark spells will poison. So every, like, element has its own, like, function. So you're not only using the element for that, like, sort of stat, I suppose, but you're also using it for utility. I have queried bringing that back in Armor of the Abyss, but it's very I found it very hard to work around. So I probably won't bring it back, but it was fun to work with. Do big curves now for his crown. He's got a big crown on his head that, like, kind of can unfurl out. It's really hard to explain, but that's what it do. This is gonna be the hardest part, is trying to, like, get the perfect curve here. I'm gonna deal with that in a minute, because that's gonna drive me nuts, trying to get the right curve. What I could do is, I could draw the curve here, like redraw it entirely, and then just copy it. I think I might do that, actually. So then it will look right. In fact, I'm gonna just do that as a different vector layer. Let's try this. Always found his, drawing this kind of is a little on the hard side, but it's okay. I used to draw this all the time at one point. Yeah, sometimes you gotta keep redrawing the curves until it looks right, like here. And then you might kind of go in and maybe fix this end curve here. Yeah. This is, if you want to know what this is a request by Windrider. So in the month of May, I said to people that, I said to my subs in the Discord that I wouldn't be streaming as much in that month because I was going away with my sister to Portsmouth. And as a result of that, I wanted to make sure, I told people if they didn't want to keep subbed to unsub. But I did say anyone who stayed subbed, I would be happy to do something for them. So that's what I'm doing right now. Admittedly, there were a couple of people I messaged and they didn't really come back with me with anything, so it's only Windrider I'm making something for at the moment. But that's okay. So we've got this here now. The only challenge, like I say, is gonna be drawing the ridges in this comic here. He's got a crown on his face. It's a little weird, but that's what he's got. Yeah, but not redeem, you're just deciding. No worries. My strength is monsters. I can draw humans, but it's gonna be okay. I can draw humans, but I can draw like. Well, actually, I tell you what, I prefer drawing like armor. I like drawing like knights and shit. Knights are pretty cool. I don't know what's going on with this. I might actually have to rotate the canvas so I can get the right angle with my arm. I'm trying to like swing my arm and I'm not getting it, so. Sorry, literally we just do this until we get it. That's close. That's even closer. I honestly might go with that, even though it's a little on the thick end. Yeah, he's a little on the thick end, but I think that'll do. Hey Hazard, how you doing? I hope you're good, man. The thick end? Yeah, I'm trying to draw the crown on his face. He's got like a weird crown. It kind of extends out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, don't think too hard how it works, but yeah, this is my hex dragon. He's an old design of mine. Old fella. But I think what I want to do is I want to grab this crown. Well, actually, no. I haven't drawn the ridge down here. I need to draw that first. Before I copy anything. You're actually awful. Just wiped 3 times to blame Lordmon. You're not awful. That fight is just hard, man. I haven't logged in for a bit, so I feel really bad about that. But I'm pretty sure DMW will rebound. I think it's just like waiting for that like one event that like brings my drive back, because I'm not mad with the game. It's just kind of tepid right now. And 14's about to enter a very big patch lull, so there's going to be lots of time to play DMW. So. Why can you not copy vector lines? Let's duplicate. Let's see if I can duplicate the vector layer. I don't really try doing this, so here we go. So yeah, what I could probably do is just angle it a touch. Oh, okay, that's deciding to slice because of the way it's been moved. Got you. I'm not hugely good with Clip Studio as I am with like Photoshop. You'll have to like bear with when it comes to this. That might be fine, actually. A little bit of that, like... Like, my thoughts are, like, saying it's still not angled enough, but... That'll do. We'll just go with that. If it weren't for the guild, you'd have quit. Yeah. There's lots of things I want to do at the moment that aren't to do with that game, and the biggest one for me is game dev. Like, I have never been so hyper-fixated on a hobby than game dev, and I don't it's just probably because I really enjoy making stuff that I know is 100% my own. I think that's pretty nice. Just knowing that, I mean, obviously some scumbag could probably try and say they own my monsters, but I would just be like, no, you. But it's like with this, I can like kind of do what I want. Like Digimon is really cool, and I fucking love Digimon, and Digimon is like 99% of my inspiration when it comes to designing creatures. But at least with these, I don't have to worry about like Bandai breathing down my neck. So I love it. I like making my own stuff. And yeah, I like 14 because 14 doesn't eat my time, and like I said, there's gonna be a big patch lull soon. So the only thing I'm gonna really be doing in 14 soon, because all my classes are nearly level 100, so the only thing I'm gonna really be doing is more Occult Crescent, and then I will probably also be doing well the Savage stuff at the weekends, and that's really it. And Savage is really fun. I don't think it's unfair. It's not bullshit. The one we're doing right now is a disco frog. He's a disco dude. Style is unique. Oh, you think so? Thank you. I appreciate that. I obviously try and do my own stuff. I'm losing track of these layers here. Right, we need that one. He needs more teeth. Meow. Hello. How you doing? How you doing, Seneca? I hope you're well. Jeez. I didn't redeem, which is like I basically made it for me and no one else, and it's this one.
If someone ever tells you to skip 5 because it's unnecessary, do me a favor and tell them to shut up.
I mean, you say that's such a teaser for the next patch, so I mean, I suppose that depends what it is, right? I'm not too bothered, to be honest. Like, I'll rebound. I'm not too... The thing in this world, though, I have to remember is nothing in this world is, like, permanent. Like, not even... Well, not even me, lol. Spoilers. So, because of that, I do want to be conscious of how I'm using my time. And I want to explore stuff and enjoy things. I do want to finish Armor of the Abyss. I've told people I'm going to do that before I fucking die, so I can't back out now. I'm actually going to merge these layers. We've got a lot of layers going on, and I don't need them going on right now. The only one I'm going to not merge is this bottom one, because this is no, I don't want to duplicate the layer. I don't want to merge the characters riding him. Merge selected layers. There we go. I'm very slow with Clip Studio compared to Photoshop. No dying, Zephyr. I won't allow it. Hey there, Backslash. How you doing? When I get into drawing so you can make your game fully from scratch, you're probably one of the biggest inspos for that. Here's the funny thing, right? Okay, so the funny thing about me doing pixel art is I started learning when did I first buy a sprite? How long have I owned this? Is there a way to tell how long I've owned a sprite for? Like when I first purchased it? Is there like a purchase like record on here? I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to tell on Steam when you owned a game or when you purchased it for the first time. But is it gonna tell me? Yeah, no, it's not gonna tell me. But yeah, I learned pixel art with Sprite pretty much. Before Sprite, my pixel art was kind of meh. I had only like edits in RPG Maker XP, and the only other thing I did was a ROM hack for Shining Force 2 called Tweak Force 2. I don't know if there's a way to still view it, but let's see. I don't know if it's still on here. Right, Tweak Force. Yeah, okay, here it is. Here it is. Found it. So this was a hang on. This was a ROM hack I made before I got into pixel art stuff. So this was like a ROM hack of Shining Force 2, and the only thing I edited was like a few character sprites and shit. It was just like Sarah without the hood, so you could actually see her hair and shit. And then, yeah, just rebalancing and shit. So, yeah, I did some like minor sprite edits in this. And, yeah, that's where I started. Before I finished Ring Spirits, I did that ROM hack. It's on Steam. I think it's on Steam under the workshop for Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics. So yeah, it's on there. But yeah, I used a sprite for, I would say I'm still on my 6th year of using a sprite probably. Because I used to do pixel art in Photoshop, and it was kind of cumbersome. So, yeah. Actually, no, this is too big. Redo this. Whoa, Zephyrlore! I have some wisdom, and then I have a lot of silliness. Mostly silliness. So yeah. I noticed this Hex Dragon, he is missing his, what do you call it? He's missing his leg in the back, so I'm gonna need to fix that. This is the way! It sure is. I'll do his leg in a minute. I don't feel like doing it right now, man. This was only supposed to be a sketch, by the way, but because when Ryder mentioned dragon, I'm like, yeah, I'm going all in. But Windrider said that they did want to do a collab with, like an art collab with me at some point. I would like to let you know, if you ever want to do like an art collab with me where, I don't know, I take a drawing of yours and color it, or I give you one of my drawings and you color that, I would be down for that shit, man. That shit's kind of fun. Dragon is a keyword to use for Zephyr art. Yes, you do! I would draw lots of dragons. I love them. They're really cool. The thing is, most people do the generic dragons. I know the Hex Dragon is kind of more of a generic style one, but I am quite broad when it comes to dragons, and that's mostly thanks to Breath of Fire 4. When I first played that game, I'm like, why are these not dragons in this game? And then I realized how cool they actually are. Zephyr is actually a dragon IRL. You know what? You don't know on the internet that I'm a dog. It's not actually much up here. I've got my really heroic cup here. I've got my Shining Force one. My Shining Force mug. I wish I had gold. The only gold I have right now that is valuable to me is the cool people in my chat. So... Zephyr is actually a mouse IRL? Probably. Just pitter-pattering at the keyboard. Loves cheese. I've actually had to like pull back of eating cheese lately. I don't know if it's like a 30-year something problem, but like that has been giving me some issues. I don't think I'm intolerant, but don't think I'm intolerant yet, but like I have not been doing the cheese lately. Let's put it that way. Which is a shame, because I fucking love cheese on toast. It's like my favorite, like, quick meal. Yeah. But yeah, like, I fucking love cheese on toast. It's lip-smackingly good. Cheese is still okay for me, but milk and ice cream ruin you. I'm okay with milk and ice cream. It just depends what it is with. Though that being said, I know in the US and Canada, like, your ingredients are way different to how ours are when it comes to, like, milk and ice cream and stuff, so that may also be why. Because, yeah, I don't really get the same problem. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rant a little bit, so... My sister was really kind enough to, at one of the Christmases, get us, like, a bunch of, like, foreign things from other countries. And she got, like, a little, like, US care package, and there was some stuff in there that was really awesome. But there was a soda in there, there was a Fanta soda in there, and it was horrible. How do you guys drink that shit? Holy shit! But yeah, that just made me think, like, all American soda just sucks. Whatever the fattiest option is, that's us. Like, doesn't America has, like, chlorinated chicken? Like, what the fuck is that, dude? What the fuck is chlorinated chicken? Which flavor? It was orange. Now, what I did is I actually got, like, a British can, and I got the American one side by side. And they were basically different products. No, don't let Fanta speak for all our sodas. Yeah, what is it? Fanta UK vs US visual comparison. There is like a visual difference too. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this post here. This is the difference in just color. Not they're just two different products, man. They're two different fucking products. I tell you, this one here is fucking amazing. This one here is disgusting. Yeah, so apparently America likes to use corn syrup in fucking everything. And also they don't actually have to use orange. So when they say it's an orange drink, or orange soda, they don't actually have to put any orange in it at all. But regulations in the UK and Europe say that you have to. If you're advertising as orange, you have to have actual orange in it. So, yeah, that's probably why. Looks like Sunny D. It's much nicer, I promise you. Like, I tell you what, there's things I really like. I know obviously the UK is not part of the European Union anymore, but I really like Polish products. I really like Polish meat. I like Polish confectionery. I think they just do it fucking good. That thing from the US is nuclear powered. I took like a sip and then I threw the can out. It was really disgusting. Oh, so hey there, Patty. I hope you're good. But yeah, I feel really bad because my sister paid like money for that, but I was just like, nah, I'm really sorry, I can't do it. She was very understanding. Yeah, we won't have too much longer to do on this. The lineup's usually the kind of tedious part. And then once we've done that, once I've done the line weights a little bit, because after I've done this lineup, I'm gonna have to do the line weights. After I've done that, I can, actually color the bloody thing. 90% sugar, 10% other, or salt. Yeah. I really don't want to have a stroke too early in my life, so mystery meat. By the way, I'm scared to ask, but what is mystery meat? Is it like meat that is not actually meat? Like what is that? Is it like reclaimed meat? Is it mystery meat? Like, what are we talking about here? Clown meat? Has shit in it. When you say shit in it, do you mean actual feces, or do you mean like it's got stuff that it shouldn't have in it? Like, is it like just pumped full of salt? Because like a lot of our meats have a lot of salt pumped into them. I don't know if this is a US thing and a UK thing, but like I've heard that like to increase the price of like chicken and stuff, they like pump it full of like liquid or like water, so they can charge higher. For it, like like a water balloon chicken, like not literally that, but like the way I describe it is like, I don't know. It's kind of weird when you think about why people do it that way. But I really kind of like, I don't know. There's things in the UK that they don't get right. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things in the UK that aren't right. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something I fucking miss in the UK, right? That was from the US is fucking pepperidge cookies, man. I think they put drugs in them because there's no way that those things were good for you. They were like the rib witches of They were like the rib witches of Sainsbury's. The Sainsbury's is a store in the UK, and they used to sell pepperidge cookies for like a year, and then they discontinued them. So, oh, chemicals and extra ingredients. Oh, you mean like they call it offal here. That's actually a fairly normal thing. Like, a lot of the parts of meat that's not used in like typical like food production is actually like recycled and is like put into like stuff like spam and other like reformed meats. That is a fairly normal thing. I'm pretty sure the UK also does that. So I don't think that's like a US only thing. But at the same time, The rules when it typically comes to Europe and the UK is we have to prove that it's safe to eat first, rather than the other way around in the US, where it's like you need to prove this is unsafe first before we can withdraw it from sale. So, I don't know. Different ways of dealing with it, I suppose. I need to, like, flip this canvas. Bear with me a moment. I'm just not very good at doing curves going in a certain direction. Wow! I just did a complete, like, mess up of the curve there. What is going on here, dude? What is this shit? Oh, I did it again! Why are you doing that? You're ruining my groove, man. It's done it again. Oh, I sure love it. Seems okay now that I've zoomed out. Trying it's a nightmare. I mean, it's a bit of practice and just doing. I stick with like things I'm good at, really. Like my human characters kind of suck, right? But I try. But like it's like practice, isn't it? Like you learn how the programs work eventually. Even though I'd admit I still don't know what half the things do in Clip Studio. I would be better with Photoshop. Even though I get it, like Photoshop is not really a drawing program, but like that is what I've learned. I've fallen right into Adobe's evil hands. You prefer to get meat from a real butcher and not a grocery store? Usually call get yeah. We have a really amazing one where where I used to live. They're really good, like, family-run. Actually, I think they sold out recently, unfortunately, so I don't think they're quite as good as they were, but yeah. But shop local. If it's within reason, of course. If it's like, I don't know, like a 0-star hygiene place, then yeah, don't go there, but... Actually, does the US do something similar to like scores on the door that the UK has? Because I always find that that's like really important for me deciding whether I'm gonna buy from a place or not. We had an Asda here a few years back. So Asda is kind of like Walmart, but it's a UK version. So we had an Asda here a few years back in our town that actually scored a 0 hygiene rating. Which was really interesting. So, yeah. We had like a whole ass like big brand store score a 0. That was probably embarrassing. Right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull away the sketch lines, because I really want to see what I need to do here. Look. There's a lot of lines going on, so... Oh, scored like 85% on the health inspection? Okay, so it's like handled a little bit differently. I guess it's on like a 100% scale? Okay. Yeah, we'd have like a 5-star system, kind of thing. And if anything gets lower than, well, if anything gets a 0 out of 5, then they have to stop. They have to stop like operating immediately, and they can only open again when they're reevaluated. Never go below 98. It's usually the way in the UK it works is probably similar to how yours works, but the way it works here is they evaluate it on 3 pieces. Is it 3 pieces of criteria? Let me have a little look. So it's usually management, general cleanliness, and then let me just have a look. Scores on the door. I'm gonna have to be careful here because I'm gonna put in my postcode, so so let me have a look here. Okay. So I just want to see an example on here. Why is it not showing it? It's because I'm in the moment and I'm trying to do this fast. There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Right, okay, so yeah, let me just open a page. Yeah, so they have like 3 pieces of criteria. They have hygienic food handling, they have cleanliness and conditions of facilities and building, and then they have management of food safety. That's the 3 things they rate. So party people, you gotta work. Zephyr, you're not back by end of stream. Have a great night. I'm gonna try and go a little later than normal. I have been making a very good habit of going to bed on like at a good time. But I might, because I finished work so late today, I had a mini shift after my work today. So I started work at 8 today. I finished work at 6:15, and then I had like a bonus shift between 8:45 and 9:30 UK time. So yeah, I've been quite busy today. I basically made my dinner at lunchtime, so I might have to like take a break and get some mini foods later, but I don't need. I've eaten enough today, to be honest. I need to make sure I chill out on that. I need to draw the other leg here. I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, so let's draw the other leg. Why is it playing this song again? It might be a different version. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a different version. Okay. To be fair, this isn't Airy Love's music, so that explains why it's like that. Love the emote, by the way, Rebel. Yeah, I'm very excited for tomorrow evening because Kuro will be finishing, Ring Spirits, so I'm excited for that. Like I said, I managed to find some, like, bugs I hadn't noticed. One of the most egregious was, like, there was a room that had, like, no collision assigned at all. And it did have collision assigned before, so it's one of those things where you, like, edit one thing and it breaks everything. It might have been where a tile set was reloaded, because if you reload a tile set in XP, you have to reset all the collision all over again. And I think that probably happened. And I had to basically redo it for that room. So I fixed that now. I just need to, like, update it eventually. My big thing for Ring Spirits was actually to, like, publish a different language version. That's why I went through the effort of getting a Japanese copy of RPG Maker XP, so I could do that. Yeah, a lot of people have played Ring Spirits, according to what I've looked at on Steam, so I've seen the stats for it. even if you're releasing a game for free on Steam, it is 100% worth releasing it on Steam. Like, I think it's absolutely worth the 100 bucks. Because so many people that normally, because I'll be honest, like Itch is amazing, but I'll be honest, most of the hipsters will be on Itch, and it's on Steam where you can really kind of like get it sometimes to pop up in people's feeds who may not even like know what Itch is or know what RPG Maker is. I had a lot of random videos of Armor of the Abyss, which was really cool when I had my game, I had that demo featured on Steam a little bit back. So that was super cool. What's wrong with these feet? They're really like misaligned, aren't they? Don't like that. Yeah, we're nearly done with this, so... Still looks really shit, man. I need to do it more like this, that's my problem. Okay. Still a little bit weird, but it's certainly better than it was. So I am gonna just take that. That's fine. We'll deal with it. So I'm gonna just... It looks almost done, the line art, but I still need to deal with line weights and just tidy up some little bits. So one of the other reasons that I create this line art as a vector layer is so I can manipulate the lines as I like. Now, I'll give you an example of why it's super useful to have. So, let me first just sort of close these lines a little bit. It's cleaning up just slightly. So, deal with that one. Just having a little look. This looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? But vector lines also kind of tidy up quite nicely when you use the eraser tool. Especially at like points. This is a little bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit warm at the moment, but I think that is only just because I'm streaming. It's not nearly as bad as where I used to, like, when I was in my room, like, back with my family. I used to complain about it being, like, an absolute sauna in that room I was in when I was streaming because of the way the room was designed. And, yeah, no, it's not nearly as bad as that, thankfully. Right, okay, so yeah, let's do some line width stuff. So I was talking about this for a bit, and I'm actually going to show you why this was important now. So on the side here, hey there, Jonah Rico, how you doing? I hope you're having a great day. So what I was doing here, so here there's like a little button that says correct line, and if I tap on it, it allows me, so this doesn't work if you're just drawing it without a vector layer. But what it allows me to do, I'm gonna give you an example. So let's draw a line. I'm gonna draw a line here. Love Kitty, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. I just realized my head is in the way of that line. Let me give you a shout out. How was Danganronpa? I hope you're fine. Shout out to you. I'm gonna move this canvas along because, if it allows me to, because I was just demonstrating like the vector line stuff here. So doing this on a vector layer, and the reason I do that is like when I draw a line, like normally when you draw a line, you have to redraw it to like get the right line width, right? Especially if you're like pressing too lightly or you press too hard. So one thing that you can do with a vector layer in Clip Studio is you can go to this button here. It says correct line. Now you can either like thicken or you can narrow the line you just created. So I can make him a fat boy, or I can make it thinner. And you can kind of do it at a point. So I could like make it like just at the top here. So I can make it thinner like that. So it's almost like an eyelet. It's really useful. I love it. It's fantastic. It gives you so much control over your lines. So I think what really, really helps this is taking a little bit of time and just like working on those line widths a bit using this tool. So that's what I'm going to do for a little bit. You're hyped for Ion 2, personally. There's going to be 200 customization options for characters. That's really cool. I'm glad you're excited for it. I'm gonna hold off. Like, me and my sister are like, we love Ion, and we're actually both gonna hold off until it's out, because there's some issues that we have with it, but I don't obviously want to dampen your mood over that. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye out. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully they maintain the reason that I like 3.5 so much. Dang it, Womp Womp is good. Got to the start of the first class trial and decided to end early because apparently it's 3 hours long. That's the only thing with games like that, is there's a lot of like dialogue. Like Persona was like that. Persona 4 had like a 2-hour intro, which was so bad that when Golden came out, like the remaster, they actually had to like go in and they had to add a save point, because like I remember being sat there for like 2 hours. It was a good cutscene, but man, it was long. But yeah, no, I'm glad you had some fun. And had a lot of fun reading the dialogue and things like that. It's always fun. Always fun getting to like share a game with like a bunch of people. Hope they do the right thing with this game. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit of what my problem with Ion is, and what my sister's problem with Ion is. So my sister is a devout Asmodean. Now, if you're familiar with Asmodeans in Ion, they are like human-like characters. They're fairly dark-skinned, and they have claws, and they have a mane. Now, in Ion, after a certain update, I believe they both declawed the Asmodeans, and they also removed the mane off of them, which really sucks, because that was like one of their defining traits that made them really unique. And they kind of just turned them into like human 2.0 when Elysians kind of already did that. So she kind of never really like got over that. And Ion 2 looks like it's doing the exact same thing. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it doesn't affect me as much because I played Elios, but it sucks for her because she loves Asmodeans. Asmo was your favorite too. As a cat, I demand you don't declaw. That's what Ion did though. It was really like, yeah, it was a real shame. Because Asmodeans looked really cool, right? Asmodean Ion. Do they have the classic image for an Asmodean? I'm trying to find the original. Yeah, these dudes. Is it this? I think this is an original picture. Just have a look. Does he have the claws? Looks like he's got like the clawed feet and stuff, but I can't tell whether there's like hands in the art. Let's see if I can find another one. I think this is a really good picture. I'm pretty sure this is like the OG Asmo vs. Yeah. This is perfect. Yeah. Okay, this is perfect. So this is classic Asmodean. So You got the Elysians. They're like the human people with like the wings and stuff. And then you got the Asmodeans. They're like the dark-skinned people, and they have like clawed feet. They have clawed hands. And then off the back of them, I think it's here somewhere. You can see it just about here, but he does have a mane on his back. Like it's like almost like a dragging piece of hair on his back. Yeah, that's what made Asmodeans so unique, besides just like the black wings and stuff. And then in an update, they were like, yeah, we're gonna remove that. And talk about it very happily, therefore I am happy too. I will say, Ion is a game that I used to love a lot, but it got very bastardized, in a direction sense, because a lot of the things that made the game really cool, they removed, including like entire areas, and they retconned a whole bunch of lore worse than like any like Marvel thing you've ever seen. So like Ion, like the original Ion, like 3.5, 4.0 is a completely different game to what Ion is now. Like, there may as well be different games because the lore's different, the characters look different. Yeah. Game they did everyone dirty. Yes. Basically, the game is now basically like Second Life. And if you want to play Second Life, just play Final Fantasy XIV. Have you seen Limsa? Have you seen Limsa? Like, me, really, have you? Limsa is interesting. You've seen both Second Life and Limsa. Yep. Was it Vinny that played Second Life? I vaguely remember the game existing, but I was too young to play the game at the time. To be honest, it wasn't really the type of game I would engage with anyway, but yeah. Nice looking Kibler, you mean a monster? I mean, you could make him one if you wanted to. He is the Hex Dragon. He's in Ring Spirits. And I have Adina riding him, and then also Prem from Wind Rider. This was a request from Wind Rider. Used to DJ in Second Life in the early 2010s. That sounds awesome. I'm sure that like brings back like a lot of like memories and stuff for you. Just trying to see what I want to mess around with here. That's been playing for a little bit now. Let me see if I can change the... There we go. So yeah, I'm like really, what do you call it, excited for your projects. Are you at work at the moment, Nerd Mansion? Because I know you said you were starting work soon. Or is it like a part-time gig? The nightclub scene is quite similar to what 14 has, except streaming order was sort of built into the game engine, just in a way they weren't legally liable for distributing it. Okay. Are you at work? It's your break. Fair enough. Fair enough. No problem. If it makes you feel a little better, I did just do a mini work shift just now. After working from 8 AM till 6:15, I did a mini shift between 8:45 and 9:30. So, I'm not too bad. I'm surprised, given that I've been working since Sunday, I've got more energy than I thought I did, so that's great. Okay, so I'm just messing with, like, line weights at the moment. I don't think I should have narrowed that arm as much as I should. I also don't know why I zoomed in that much. Yeah, we're just dicking around with line weights, and then when we're happy, we'll get to coloring. I don't mind doing the flats because they don't really take long at all. As long as I've set up the lineup correctly, it's usually not a problem. This wing in the back needs to be really thin, so let's use the narrow tool here. The line's got to be super thin here because it's a little further back. I think I'll make this a bit thicker. Oh, that's too thick. That's way too thick, dude. Thick. Did I switch from RPG Maker to an art stream? Okay, so this is an RPG Maker IOU. So, during the month of May, I told people in my Discord that I wouldn't be streaming as much because I had a lot going on, and I was also going to Portsmouth for like a week with my sister. As a result of that, I told people if they wanted to unsub that they could, but anyone that was still subbed could request a drawing from me. And the one that was requested by Windrider was to draw her RPG Maker character riding a dragon with mine. And yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. So it's not specifically for a game, but it is from it's from 3 different RPG Maker games, so I think it counts. Yeah, most people who follow me are usually in this what do you call it, category, so it's usually the best place, at least for this. If I was doing generic art, then maybe, but I'm not. Right, so yeah, unfortunately my human characters aren't great, but we're gonna roll with this, and we're gonna try and do the line weights here on Prim. Again, I always apologize, but I do try. And right now we are listening to an entirely royalty-free playlist. These are just, I don't know, stuff that I use for stream. They look good to you? Thank you. I try. I'm not super good at like drawing like human characters, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm not a furry, by the way. I don't know. I just find drawing like monsters and shit more like the thing that I can do. So that's what I do. But I don't have a persona. Like people are like, do you not? No, I don't have one. No. I don't know why. I just don't. Like, I think critters are cool. I don't personally want to be one. And that's fine. If you do, that's awesome. You don't have to have a persona to— Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Just to have, like, that sort of character? Oh, what do you mean? Also, when I sort of overreact like this, I do mean it in like the most delicate of ways. I usually kind of play up a little bit on stream for fun. Just have to like furries. Okay, so you're saying you can be a furry and you don't have to have a persona. Oh God. Don't tell that to anyone else in this chat. They might actually like anchor on that and like they might actually use that against me. That's why you should definitely not highlight that. You definitely shouldn't. Okay. I mean, you didn't hear this from me, but Wolf Spirit has a tail and he wears for conventions and she dons them pretty well. If she does, that's fucking awesome. I know Lum Kitty recently went to, like, I think, like, a furry convention. I didn't even know that they had one, like a big one in the UK, but apparently they do. So, that's fucking awesome. The only thing I've really got planned, in terms of events I'm going to, is in August. Actually, no, I'm going to a mini local con at the end of this month. It's not very big though. And then next in August, I'm going to the the county's Pride Festival. So 3,500 people. You raised 40 grand for a dog rescue. That's awesome. That's poggers. That's hella cool, man. If I had a 14 meet, dude, I would have loved that. I would have given people my like stickers I have left from FanFest and KupoCon. Catgirls are the gateway drug for furry. The only problem is if I went to a convention like that, I wouldn't dress as anything, because like I said, I don't have like a persona or anything. But I would just go there as a regular person. But I've been to enough conventions to know that that type of thing is okay, so. What I would bring, so I have a Kruslich plushie in the back of my room. And I would probably bring that, and I would just like, I don't know, I'd have it on my shoulder or something. It'd be my friend if I went to an event like that. And then I could chill my game while I was there. I'm like, hey guys, here's... They'd be like, what's this thing? It's really cool. It's like, it's my chicken monster. Don't like to cosplay, but you do like checking out other people's. I have cosplayed twice, and it was a very long time ago. And actually, no, I lie. I've done it 3 times, but I wouldn't consider the 3rd time an honest go at it. So, I cosplayed at the 2014 MCM Comic Con. And I think I was a character from RWBY, back then. I think I did like a female, Jeanne Arc back when that show was okay. And then in 2015, I did a cosplay of, Ryogi Shiki from one of my favorite films of all time, Garden of Sinners. I don't recommend seeing that if you have a weak stomach, by the way. But it's one of my favorites. And then when I went to the local convention, and I'm actually gonna do it when I go again, at the end of this month, it wasn't much, but I've got one of those, like, Elpis costumes, so, like, from Final Fantasy XIV, so the Sophist robes. So I got the Sophist robes, and I just use that now. You love the beginning of RWBY? I did too. It was like one of the last things I did fan art for, and then my art got stolen and reposted online. So that was like the line where I said, yeah, I'm not doing fan art anymore, I'm just doing my own stuff, because I have more control over it, and then people don't really care about it as much because it's not their, like, fan thing. But yeah. It's unfortunate, but, like, yeah. It wasn't worth, like, the trade-off of having a lot of people look at my work wasn't worth the amount of people who just, like, I don't know, ripped it and, like, posted it other places online. And believe me, I had watermarks. So... Elpis outfit sent me out, you got to sing Scream with me at the karaoke. If I go to events now, that is probably what I'll bring, because most events are in the summer, and it's really hot, and at least with that, I don't have to melt. So that's what I'll probably do. I think the line art's nearly okay. I'm not happy with prims too much. I'm probably gonna just do a little few tweaks here around the edge. But pretty much nearly there for now. So yeah, we'll just go with this for now. See how it goes. Do need to thin the lines on Adena's hand. It's very busy looking there. Oh, we're on the wrong layer entirely. No wonder why I can't see any changes. It's that old placebo effect kicking in. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why Automod got that. I'll read it anyway. It's a small anime con. You've been going over 20 years at this point. Fuck, I'm old. Hello! Yeah, no, I feel you. Only because they're fucking expensive, yeah. Fortunately, as a cat girl, you just have an animatronic tail, very similar outfit to your VTuber. That's really cool. You know what? At least you'd be easy to spot. Like, if it was like, where's Lum Kitty? At least I'd be able to see where you were. But yeah, no worries about Automod. I'm really sorry about that. I need to, like, pull that off. I think at the time when I originally set that up, I thought to myself, I'm like, yeah, people will just say fuck at me rather than just casually. And to be fair, I say it a lot too, so I don't know why I auto-modded that. But yeah, sorry about that. Right, I need to fix the leg. Fix the leggy. We're actually nearly there with the line weights now, so pretty okay with this. XP Expo, people figured out who I was by your outfit. XP Expo! Let me have a look at that. Where is it located? XP Expo. XP. XP Expo? Is it in the UK or is it outside of the UK? Oh, Extraction Point Expo. So you got like your own little... That's really cool. I do miss the days when a couple of streamer friends we would gather in like London and just hang out for a weekend. Unfortunately, COVID put a stop to that, and we never really went back to it because we were all doing kind of our own thing. So, oh well, it is what it is. I do miss those days. It was pretty awesome. Right, I am going to colour now. I'm gonna need to fetch some colours, so bear with me a moment here. This is where it actually starts getting kind of fun, so I'm gonna turn off Lazy Nozumi for a little bit because I don't need that at the moment. And I just need to fetch colours now. I think Adena's armour is gonna be really easy to do because I've got the colours right up here, so we'll probably do those first actually. So they're right at our fingertips, so... I'm gonna have to fill the jaggies. I've got a way to do that. Actually, I'm gonna do it now. Bear with me a moment. I'm gonna do this a more pro way. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hopefully grab you. It's gonna take a little bit here. And there's that bit there. I think I've got it all. And then let me just change it to refer to layer this only. There we go. So we'll do it like that for now, and then we'll just colour it as we go. So it's not going to have those like weird jaggos. Meeting up people from the extraction point. You went to Lenoki's house in Canada? Holy shit, dude. That's amazing. Well, Lenoki, Smelly, Lemon, and Blue's house. Skelly. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Skelly, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. I don't know if I have the confidence to go all the way to Canada. I took my first flight in February and I don't know how I felt about it, so I don't know if I'll get out. It's gonna take me a lot to want to like do that again, but one day I'm gonna make myself do it. Probably like if the like fan fest rolls around again, because I promised Mobo I would try and help get tickets for that, because he invited me, so. I think I got the right colors. It might be a little bit lighter than what I'm coloring here. I'm actually gonna have to fetch the colors from his art. I think I have some art in his folder, actually. Let me go to... Let's go to here. It's not on screen at the moment, but I'm just going to the right folder. Image... Pictures. Where is he? He's here somewhere. There he is! I have colors for him, so... Let's drag him into Clip Studio and I'll leech the colors from here. There he is! So I think I got the colors right, haven't I? Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. I've got the right color here, so we're okay. I'm just looking. So we've got that there. I think his crown is the same color, but I shade it slightly differently. I'm gonna need to figure out how I did that. Right, okay, so... yeah, it was on a whim. You had 4 months left of your passport, and he formally joined Extraction Point a few weeks ago, and Lanoki was like, so we're already doing this, and I realize it's short notice and a long way, but... And I was just like, fuck it, let's go, and you spent 10 days on an airbed with cats. Dude, that's awesome! That sounds amazing. I'm glad you had so much fun with that. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you go and do something like that for the first time, because I'm like, oh, is this gonna like work out? Am I gonna gel with these people? But it seems like you had a really good time, so that's awesome. I just remembered I haven't done this here. So now, let's do that. Right, let me have a look here. So we've got that. I just need the black here. Let's do that for his eye as well while I'm at it. Yeah, so doing this part actually shouldn't take much time at all. Just doing the shading. It will kind of start taking time again. So I can see a part we haven't removed colors for, but we can deal with that later. That's okay. You can see here between Adena's legs, there's that there. I also need to color Prim. I'm gonna have to like open Windrider and try and get like a color palette for Prim. So. This I might actually have to zoom in and like paint in a little bit more. It's gonna look mega jaggy. Yeah, especially there, you can see it. So, right, I've got some more yellow I need to do here. A little bit all over the place with the colours, but hopefully it's okay so far. I might do the colours for Adena and Prim on another layer, just so when I do the multiply, it's not going to be so strange. This colour I'm going to have to make up, so I'm just going to slide this across. That should be fine. Then I just need to get rid of this here. Yeah, perfect. And then I just need to do kind of the orange in his eye here, so let's do the black there. And then I need to do like the orange where his eye is, so there it is. He looks really angry in that picture, actually. There we go. Cool. Might leave the mouth that color actually, because that's fine. Is this my favorite, Sligasp? How's you? I'm actually doing pretty okay. I hope you're well. Hope it's all good, dude. I hope you're having a good day. I think you're off today, right? I think it's soul grinding time tomorrow, if I'm correct. I think you said you had Monday and Tuesday off. Ow, itchy. I don't know why I'm itchy at the moment. I need to do something about that. Soul grind tomorrow. That's fair. Spam shot! Hell yeah! Fairy barrage. Made it nice and cheap so you can have fun with that. Working on the demo, trying to get it finished up. Excellent. I should name these layers. Also gonna folder these up because we're at that point now where these should get their own folder. Right. Okay, so I need to get Prim's color. I'm gonna have to probably open Wind Rider here. Actually, I'll do Adena's first, because Adena's is easy. I've got all the colors ready, so. Hell yeah, Fairy Throat. There is also Ultimate Barrage, if you do feel so inclined. I don't think anyone has used it today yet, so. I do like things thrown at me. Hell yeah. Adena right now, we're just doing the flat colors. I'm actually coloring manually right now because there's going to be a lot of jaggies even if I try and use like the fill tool, so let's do it manual. Probably would have been faster to not do this, but I'm over here as well. But yeah, actually, as of last month, Ring Spirits has been out for 6 years. So, it's my first game that I finished. I put it on Steam. It's free. I paid $100 to Gabe so more people could look at it. See that spam shot? Love the emojis. Love them. Puff, we've got tail, we've got hype hands. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. I hope you're having a good day. Might have to get a doodle of Adena here so I can get her colors. Let's see, does this image have Adena's colors on there? This one? Oh, it does. Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. This is where Adana's like a little bit. She's okay. I promise you, she's fine. Really analyze how I did the low on here again. Gonna redo. I'm overdrawn here. As well, you'll be releasing the demo today. My recommendation before you, especially if you're modifying stuff, I would almost argue to hold off, maybe at least another week. That is, the decision is entirely in your hands though. But if you find you're still fiddling and bug testing, what you really need is you need a playthrough where you're trying everything, you're doing every collision, and I'd almost say like have like a cooling off period before you release the demo. I would get someone to like privately test your game before it's released as a demo, because if you're gonna ask someone to stream your game, there is nothing worse than having someone stream your game, they run into a game-breaking bug or just a bug that seems embarrassing, and it just completely demolishes your game. Before I released the Armor of the Abyss demo, I had a private demo that ran for about a month. And I managed to get rid of most of the problems that demo had. There were still problems, because you can't avoid everything. Nothing is bug-free when you release it. But there were a lot of game-ending bugs that I would not have found if it was not for people who had played it. So, yeah. And I also deliberately picked people who were quite good at picking apart games. So I picked Nova and Patio and I do believe also Moogle Rampage as well. And I got some really good feedback on it, so yeah. Was pretty happy with that. But yeah, I actually ended up delaying my demo for like a year because I could not figure out how to end that demo in a satisfying way. And yeah, it was tough. I wanted the opening of Armor of the Abyss to be really memorable, and I also wanted the end of the demo to be memorable. So it was like trying to think of a really really work with a really strong close, because I wanted people to remember the game they had played. So. I almost argue her eyes are a little much there. I'm gonna draw a vector line. It's clearly a bit that should be here that is. There we go. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to... Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to add a tiny detail to his eye. His eye looks very strange. Because in the reference, he has, almost an endpoint to his eye here. So, I'm going to draw that. Let's draw that on the actual line art layer, so we got it right. Actually, better now. Color that when we go back to this layer here. So that. That. Fine. There is like a random jaggy here that's pissing me off, so I'm gonna deal with that too. Okay, cool. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to color Prim. To color Prim, I'm gonna need to open Wind Rider. So I'll probably take a bit of her color, but I'm gonna probably tweak the colors slightly so they fit more into the sort of style that I use. So let's open Wind Rider, and I need to find an image of Prim. Actually, I could have just used the that loading screen image. That might have been fine. I think that has all the details in I need, so. Let's see. Oh, that is the wrong save. That will do. Sorry, I know you can't see anything right now. I'm just referencing more than anything. So yeah, she does have some quite striking colors. They might actually work. They might actually work. Let me just do an alt and print screen, and then I'll do a file new from clipboard. So I think the colors are almost fine. I'm just gonna have to like go for like in particular like this purple here. I think the purple is fine. So we'll go with that. She does actually have some extra detail on her like shoulder plate, on one of her shoulder plates that I've missed. So I might actually draw in some details after. So. I've been testing this past month. That's fair. I respect that. Testing takes up a lot of time. And even when you test, the chances are high that you'll still miss stuff. It's pretty intense. Let's see, I can't really rely on that there because that's causing a problem. Okay, so I need to just have a look again at how a. Oh, okay. So there's actually exposed skin over chest here. So yeah, there's some extra details on her armor. I'm only just noticing now. So we may draw those in before we go in with shading. Got this pink here. Actually, that pink is pretty okay. We can work with that. So for this, I might have to go a little bit like closer here. Clarissa belt. Her belt has like a detail on it. I didn't see it in the actual attacking sprite. Just realizing now there's a little bit of discrepancy with the actual like sprite and the actual like artistic render. So I'm hoping this is still good enough. So far, I have not been able to watch Hawk for a long time, and I feel really bad about it. He streams so late, and yeah, unfortunately, I am never available when he streams. So I have had to, the past little bit, I have had to really strictly sleep at certain times, because I found I was having like a bunch of issues not doing that. So yeah, it's been really hard to catch his streams. It's not like I've been ignoring his streams. I just legitimately can't visit them because they're like 2, 3 a.m. my time. I think sometimes they go as long as like 5 a.m. my time, and yeah, like I can't. Lovely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you have in your demo now from when I last played it. Okay, so getting there now. I'll do her grey hair. She's got like these like bright green eyes, so what I might do is take Adena's eye color here and just turn it green. That should be might have to actually like go in and add some more details to her actual lineup because it looks very scrappy. Take the colors from here because I think they are bright enough. Surprised no one's I assume her hair is actually supposed to be black, but it looks very grey to me. Content itself largely the same, created added a same bit change largely gameplay consist to be balance and counts to work combat as a whole. The tone better. Nice. Thank you. So I want to go back onto the vector line art here, and I just want to try to get some tiny tweaks. Oh yeah, it is a problem if I don't re-enable this. Oh, Persona 5 vibe, you get extra turns. Okay, so does it use like the press turn battle system? see some jaggies on here. Okay, so yeah, there's some jank here. Okay. Oh, STB. Got you. Yeah, let's color that, really want to redraw it, but I can kind of fix it. Also, her hair is really thick for some reason, like the lines are thick. So. Okay. Oh, arms default as a base and it has. Okay, got ya. Right. Shadows time? Maybe it's Shadows time. Let's start. I still don't remember how I dealt with Shadows Hex Dragon's like face compared to like his body, because it is clearly done differently. Actually, is his no, his like chest like color is slightly different, so maybe I just change that slightly. Okay, so yeah, what I'm gonna do here, let's close you. I've got my colors now. Let's close you. Actually, no. I should have kept you open because you had the perfect shadows. Need to open you back up. What I wanted to do is I want to plot this purple right here. And then we want to do flip to layer below. And I want to do a multiply layer. I might actually do it with a Denner and Prim first, and then we'll work with it, so. Sounds like a song from Neo, but it isn't. It is... what is this from? This is from an Aerilos playlist, but I'm not sure which one. Oh, it's from Agatha. Okay. But yeah, it is Aerilos. don't have multipliers set up yet. Let's do that. All the... Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I did the colors like that. That's fine. What turn? No, turn Music Museum is still on, so that's fine. Yeah, so I realized that that one color I used for the backing is actually Adem's armor color, so it's a little bit awkward work with this. Catch you later. The drawing's wicked. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, shading's gonna take me a little bit, but we'll get there. I want to stream tomorrow as well. If I don't get time for game dev today, like proper game dev, then I'm gonna make a plan tomorrow, and we're gonna do some stuff tomorrow as well. But I'm deciding. I'm still deciding what I'm doing tomorrow because, like I said, I'm off, and I try and make use of the time as best I can. So I'm not sure if if I am going to be. If I'm gonna like visit my family tomorrow, or if I'm gonna just like top up what I have at home. I might do a bit of column A and a bit of column B. Let's see. Maybe I visit my family Thursday. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing, but. Overwatch didn't help, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, no, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. I miss classic Overwatch personally. Just want that classic experience, man. Play market Overwatch classic, guys, for real. Well, until you played May, she's great. She is great. May is a lot of fun. They could have decided to nerf her and make her unfun, but they didn't really. So the only character I got really disappointed about was Symmetra. Because Symmetra changed so much every patch, and I I do like the original version of Symmetra. I think I downloaded a clip from my Twitch the other day before it got bombed by the highlights limit thing. Let me see if I can find it. Do I have an Overwatch clip on here? I don't know if I do. Can't remember if I saved it or not. I can't see it. I have a lot of videos everywhere, to be honest. Oh, but I do have this one. I uploaded this one to YouTube earlier today. It's gonna mess with my VLC playlist, but I fucking peaked my mic on this. It was really bad. So this was fucking this is like a tree boss in a normal raid. So it's completely separate from this, like the main story in 14. So you're seeing it completely out of context. And I am playing Black Mage, and Black Mage has a skill called Ethereal Manipulation. So if you see right here where my mouse cursor is, there's these buttons here. Now these buttons, I've set them up in such a way they're sat next to each character that I would teleport to if I clicked on them. So what my plan was, I believe, yeah, so I was just like kind of chilling here. I was kind of chilling. I see this Gunbreaker come over here and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go over. Like, you see this Gunbreaker right here? I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to teleport over to him, like right where they are. And I'm going to, like, get a heal from my healers here. Because my healers are here. The tank is moving in to join them. And I was like, yeah, this is the best time to teleport. So this is what happened. So the Gunbreaker's there. I reach for my Ethereal Manipulation right here. So I'm about to click on it. He's right there. And look what happens. They move. They fucking move. They move to the right, and I fall in the hole in the middle. And I'm just dead. It's a mood, but yeah, I mean, that's poor judgment on my part. But yeah, I died. So yeah, Black Mage has an ability where they can teleport to players on the party list, and well, they have an ability where they can teleport to players, and I just had it set up on the party list, so I just warped to them. It's much easier than like clicking the player and then clicking the skill. So yeah, I ended up dying, and it was great. There's also one more. It's a really short one, but this was one. I can't find the pause button to break this down. Okay, so this was when I was playing with, I think, both Ragnarok and I was playing with Josh Dragonheart. And we had a situation in a 24-man raid where, like, one alliance raid was just having a really bad time. It's really small, but you can see just the paladin is alive in this team here, and then like both healers are dead, the 5 DPS are dead. So what I end up doing is I ended up walking over, and I just end up like pocket racing them all. So I was like, there's one, there's another one. They're just bringing them all back. Playing my Sage. I almost gave the Viper, and then I switched to the Astrologer because, like, yeah, I should be raising people who are rezzing, but I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. They kind of all get back up. Unfortunately, that ice blows up, but it's okay. You can walk it off. It's fine. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite alliance raids in the game. I love it. but like people complained it was too difficult, and they ended up like giving everyone like a permanent bonus in that particular fight, which I suppose is okay, because like I might say things are easy for me, but they might not necessarily be easy for someone else. So I think it was a necessary thing to do. So. I honestly think this art needs a bit more cooking time. Like, I don't want to say that this is done, even after everything I've sort of done here already. Because I don't want to rush this for Wind Rider, really. So, let's do some shading on. Admittedly, I don't do stuff this detailed, usually, so... One of my favorite raids is called the Auburn Monastery. Now, the good news is, Alliance raids in, like, everything after Heavensward is optional, so they're not part of the main story. And the one that is from is Auburn Monastery, which is a Alliance raid themed on Final Fantasy Tactics and the Evil East series. Even has a bit of Vagrant story in there. Hey there, Cash Bands. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. You're having a good one. But yeah, all the Alliance raids have like a theme, and like Heavensward's is really super gothic. Stormbloods is the Evil East one. Then Shadowbringers is just Nier for some fucking reason, so if you like the game Nier, even if you don't, it's still pretty decent. I just think some of the fights take way too fucking long. And then in Endwalker, we got, what was it called? We had the 12. I'm not really gonna go into much detail, but it's a story about the 12. Like the gods you see in the lore of 14, so I'll kind of like pit stop there on that one. And then so far Dawn Trail's Alliance raids have just been Final Fantasy 11, which I have not played Final Fantasy 11, but it's been okay. I've not been like hugely into the like newest one, but it's okay. I wonder how 11 players feel about it. But yeah, Occult Crescent. That is my content. That is content made for me. I need to play some tomorrow. Shall we play some tomorrow? Shall we play a little bit of 14 tomorrow? I might do that. Just a little bit. I'm getting pretty hungry. Like, reminder, like, my lunch was my dinner today, so I may need to deal with that soon. Is this a remix of one of the other songs? Let me have a look. It doesn't sound like it, but then it does. Oh, it does! It sounds like, what was the song? Shit. It's one of the other Airy Love songs. Wait. I think I can find it. If I go into Armor of the Abyss, let me have a look. Oh, I don't even have, I don't even have MV open. Or MZ open. I can't do words. Can't do words, man. Right. It might be one I took out of the project actually, because I had too much in here. It's not that one. No, it's not these. Yeah, no, it's not these. Wait, is it this one? It might be this one, actually. Let me go back on this song. Might have it a little bit wrong. Yeah, no, it's got the same melody, I can hear it. Go to bed, have a rad stream. Thank you. Have a good one, man. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you have a good one. You take care now. I do need to think about sleeping myself. I haven't fully decided how I'm gonna deal with tomorrow. I like getting stuff done really early. Yeah, it's definitely the same. Yeah, it's got a very similar melody to it. I like that. That's one thing I really like about their stuff, actually, is there's a lot of, one thing I really like the most in music, and I think, was it Toby? Like, Toby's music from Undertale and, like, Deltarune does this a lot, is there's a lot of, like, similar notes and callbacks and stuff in the songs that he does. And I really like that. I think it's super effective. So this here. I'm just gonna do a fill here. Ragnarok! Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Gotta stop this and go back to the other song though. How you doing? Hey there, Holder. I hope you're good. Give you a shout out, Ragnarok. I hope you're good. Did more stuff, but brain go brrr. That's how it go. I'm glad you got something done though. I think it's better than like obviously not doing anything. So yeah, no, I hope you're having a good one. Song, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, there is actually. doing a little bit doodling. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I don't know how long I'll be going for, but we'll see. I certainly don't want to go too late. We'll see how it goes. I should be usually be a little bit more careful here. You're better than this. So talked out today because I've been quite busy with work, and I was choking my guts out for a while. I think it was just where I was talking so much. I'm not sick, so. Okay, so it's getting there. Oh, I missed some shading here. Shit, look at that. Hey. Oh, I don't think it likes the tolerance levels. Let me lower it. I'm a little tired right now. It's very close to midnight, and that's the time. I remember when I used to like stay up to like 3 a.m. almost every day. Can't do that anymore. It's fine. Dragon looks freaking badass. Thank you. It is called the Hex Dragon. He has like a little crown on his face, and he can like it can like unfurl, so he can go like kind of armored looking. Just the shit I like to draw, so. 3 minutes till clock strikes. Bong bong. Yeah, I don't work tomorrow. I worked on Sunday, so I am free tomorrow. And I also did extra time today, so I think I've done my dues for work today. I really need to get that like armor on his face though, looking different as the rest of him. So I'm gonna need to. I actually drew like angles on his like remade portrait. So this is actually what his face looks like with his like armored crown like wrapped around. Yeah, I might draw those lines actually because they look pretty cool. Yeah, I think first we'll definitely do the screen layer so we can get that sheen. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna paint in some of those like angular lines because I do like those a lot. I think it does make it look a little bit less like a drawing I did like however many years ago. The shadows here. Shading here is a little bit squirrely, so let's see if we can fix it. Victory! Thank you for the victory. Hell yeah, Among Us. How you doing? I hope you're good, Bird Bunch. I think it's early for you now, in theory, unless you're up really late. I could completely have your time zone wrong though. Like Proto Wing here is gonna up for your morning jog. Awesome! Hell yeah, dude. Will you enjoy? I'm thinking about getting up early tomorrow and, like, just going out really early, get the shit I need done, and then come back. Man, I feel like I'm about to sneeze here. Oh dear. The Bastion hold? We'll find out. I guess that I'll have to do for a minute. You can see a bit that's not coloured here. Thank you. God, these characters need so much more work compared to the big dragon. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, I need to let this like settle for a bit. Good Knuckles. And I need to do the highlights on their armor. That's one of the reasons it's looking kind of shite right now. Yeah, I need to fix Prim's face. There's just nothing going on with it. But yeah, you can see like my peak drawings aren't as good as my big dragon drawings. I try. This is not game art, this is just, this is like RM characters that were requested on my Discord because in the month of May I wasn't streaming as much, so I told my subs that, and I'm like, if you want to unsub, that's completely fine. And for anyone that was still subbed, I asked them if they wanted any doodles, and Windrider asked for this, so this is what we're working on. Admittedly, it was supposed to just be a doodle, but if you involve dragon in anything, you're usually gonna get a little bit more than you asked for. Oh, you remember the Syscon character? Maybe you do. I just realized the clipping mask isn't enabled here. That's really sad. Yes, that character. Oh, I know what's going on. Wrong layer. Enable clipping mask. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be actually drawing something from Adena's hand. It looks really weird that just holding her hand like that, and I literally said it was gonna have like something coming off of that. Don't worry about that today. This isn't gonna be finished by tonight, I don't reckon. Oh, too much I need to like correct. Mercenary, how are you doing? I hope you are well, good sir. on? How's it going? You work from home now? Hell yeah, high five, brother. I also work from home. The only problem with working from home, though, is, like, you really, really need to, like, work on your fitness because, dude, like, yeah, like, that's the only downside that I miss from, like, physical stuff is, like, you didn't have to worry about, like, exercise and shit, but yeah, now I have to, like, do that a lot. Hey there, Doctor. Yeah, I had to start streaming quite late. I don't work tomorrow. I also did a bit of overtime, so I couldn't start my work until well, I couldn't start streaming until, like, 9:30, so... You're 33 now, I am also 33. PM EST. Yeah, right now it's just, well, it's past midnight now, so most people in the UK are gonna go to bed soon. Because, I have flexible hours at work. I don't have, I don't do, like, the 9 till 5. I do, like, I'll do, like, 8 AM to, like, 6:15. Or, like, some days I'll do, like 10:15 until like 8 PM or sometimes later. Get an hour break halfway through. I do too, yeah. I never used to have that privilege. Like when I worked in retail, it was just like 30 minutes or bust. Oh, I have to work weekends sometimes. It's usually if I'm not working a Sunday, it will be a Saturday or vice versa. And usually maybe like once a month I'll get like an entire weekend, but yeah. Unfortunately with the role that I do, like people will need our service like 24 hours, 7 days a week. But my shifts are mostly limited to just 8 AM till 8 PM. But I can still apply for shifts like overtime after 8 or before 8. So yeah. Dana's missing some details on her face here. Cringe tale about Square Richard. I don't know who that is. Is that like management, a management thing maybe? Oh, worst job retard. Is that like the name of a company? Because I'm not familiar with it in the UK, so you might have to explain a bit about them. I did have a cunt of a manager once, and I say cunt because they were actually doing like illegal shit, that I didn't want to be like meshed with, so I just left. And And they got fired not long after I left because they weren't actually able to run the post office counter that I was trained to use. So, yeah. Rated Zodiac intro. Nice, yeah. Apocalypse Source 2! Yeah. Not a manager, a nickname for a cracker, came in so high as a cat, cost nothing but trouble. Like, I know, like, in some states, like, that type of stuff is, legal, but, like, in the UK, it's illegal, and I understand why. Because of things like that. It's like, alcohol's already bad enough. But, maybe I shouldn't, get too deep into, like, that whole rhetoric. I'm really boring. I don't do, like, any of the alcohol stuff. I just, like, I don't know. I guess I feel what I might become if I was a drunk person. So... in fact, I might actually just go and darken this whole lot here. New Jersey. It sounds like he sounds like a that sounds like a British version or an American version of a chav. I'm gonna go too crazy on his like black pieces being too shiny because it's supposed to be dull. Oh, okay. Are you in a state where, like, guns are allowed? Or are you in, like, Canada or somewhere? Because, like, like, the fact of going into the US in the first place scares me because, like, I worry that, like, someone could shoot me if I go to the wrong place. Because, like, in some states, can't, like, people legally shoot you for trespassing? I'd hate that. I don't even know where I'm going. I'd just be a random person. I'm gonna add a background to you. I want to give a bit more justice to Prem, so I am gonna like still do a bit. For now, we'll do a background. We'll see how far we get with it. Oh yeah, no, I'm familiar with the alternative name for Richard. The actual matter of person is to seal conceal, ask them if you need a card. Oh, okay. Oh, so like in the UK, it's a little bit different how shoplifting works. So, stores have insurance. They have insurance for people who steal. And typically speaking, if someone steals, they do get the police involved. They're only allowed to confront someone when they leave the store with the item. And then at that point, they have to ask them to politely to pay for it. If they don't pay for it, they just call the police. The person, the actual store, whatever, unless it's a bodyguard, it's like a bigger store, right? If it's a small store, the person will obviously, like, they'll try and get away and shit, but the police will be involved, because at the primary end of the day, they don't want to endanger the people who are employed there. And then the police just catch up on them later, essentially. And the insurance via the store will mostly cover them. Obviously, it's not good to like repeatedly claim from that insurance, because the insurance is going to be more fussy paying out. But it is like a blanket for those rare times when it happens. But in most bigger stores, especially in London, you're not going to run into that as much, because there's like bodyguards and stuff, and they are authorized to like restrain someone. So. It's not what I want. I'm looking for certain. I thought I had like clouds. Yeah, there's my clouds. Get some white here. Need something a little bit more anime than this shit. This is like a little bit. I have like a really good one. Like that's pretty alright, but that's not cell shaded. I have one that's more cell shaded. I think it's this one. This one? Yeah, this one. This one's more like it. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, in the UK, your employees aren't endangered like that. So, yeah, it's a little bit different here, compared to there, I guess. Workers' rights are a hell of a thing. What I want to do with this background is like blur it a little bit. Alternatively, I could do something like this. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, like I said, that sounds pretty shit. Yeah, retail workers are treated like garbage. I had a really... Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, because I don't have to name names. So, I had a person... and this was a really unfortunate situation, because... for the person involved, but... We had a really angry customer, and he marched in because he couldn't get what he wanted on a Sunday when our departments were closed. And even after we had explained what the circumstance was, basically he was after a refund and he wanted it like immediately, even though we have to do a fraud investigation on it first. So he marched into one of our branches on the next day, and he was like really intimidating this woman, this employee that ended up calling me. And the employer was being completely manipulated by him. She's like, yeah, hopefully we can do this in a way that the member wants, and things like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, look, first of all, I didn't actually say this. I think I interpreted it more like this. I'm like, look, what I really don't want to do is I don't want to create this unfair situation where I'm making a promise that I can't keep. That's not fair on me. That's not fair on you. That's not fair on anyone. So we went through like the routes that we normally have, like complaint manager, blah 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 blah, and this guy was like really like yelling and shit like that, and like it was really inappropriate, and this woman would not like, this woman who was employed by our company, she would not stand, like, actually, like, put her foot down. Like, she was just letting herself get pushed around. And, like, I get it, right? Because there's a person there, they're being really hostile. You're very clearly afraid of them and shit like that. But what you've got to understand is we're a fucking, like, bank in the UK. We have processes for shit like that. So if someone's getting aggressive at you, if someone's trying to manipulate you, we have a zero tolerance policy. So I literally said on that call, I told her, I was like, you need to report this. You need to do your protocol. And she was like, oh, actually, before he took the call, he was actually really nice, and I did not like that at all. So I did end up reporting that. It was really shitty because I don't think the employee was doing the right thing, but at the same time I can see why they got to that point, because they were really worried about themselves. But that, like, the whole reason you're employed by a bank in the first place is you're not supposed to be easily manipulated. So I don't know. Like, I get it, I've been there, I've done, like, the face-to-face retail shit for, like, 8, 9 years. I get it, I've been there, but you're a fucking bank. You have police you can call. You can tell someone to leave if they are being inappropriate. So, yeah. That was one of those situations, and they were just not putting their foot down, so I ended up reporting it. Yeah. It was really shitty, but yeah. We really can, like, the really big thing with our job is we can't be manipulated. So, because, like, realistically speaking, if we were to allow that to happen, like, imagine the amount of fraud that would go through. Like, we have people coming into, like, our branches, like, more often than I would like to admit, that, like, are making maybe withdrawals that are, like, for fraudulent purposes, or, like, money laundering. Or someone's like, some old guy's clearly getting scammed. So you can't let, like, stuff like that just go. You've got to be really on top of it. So yeah. Exactly, yes, we are regulated to, one of the parts of the agreement is that we are regulated to make sure that someone's account is safe. So, I mean, that is part of that, so yeah, we're really hot on that. I think I said earlier I was going to talk about the last call I had before I pressed the start stream today. We had, like, some guy. So I was working after closing time for, like, our main lines, and our lines switched over to emergency calls only. So the only calls that we are supposed to take, or the only ones that the people calling can take, are ones where they've lost their, like, card or whatever. And we just had, like, this dude, and he was complaining this company had overcharged him. So it was completely not an emergency. So he's complaining this company overcharged him, and I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, look, this is something that you'll need to contact the company about. We won't be able to raise any disputes until 8 a.m. tomorrow. And instead of, like, listening to me, he started listing off, like, every fucking thing he ordered from like, the hotel. And literally, it was just like, I ordered a pizza, I ordered, like, 2 sodas, I only ordered this, and I'm like, you clearly can't hear me, I'm just ending this call, you'll need to call back tomorrow. So, yeah, that was my last call before I hit start stream. I, like, what do you call it, I moved all my shit over, and I was streaming, like, 4 minutes after that call, so... God, some people are really dumb. don't know, some people are like really silly, and also like misappropriating, like, I don't know, fraud lines is kind of silly, because it's not fraud. You know the way we define fraud is if you know if you have a relationship with the company, whether or not you think they've scammed you, we always treat that is a merchant dispute. If we put it through as fraud, our fraud team will look at it, they'll see that their IP address is linked to the transaction, I'll say, look, can't put this through because it's clearly you that put it through, so they'll reject it, and then we have people complain because they're like, oh no, but the company did it fraudulently, and I'm like, I'm just thinking to myself, you're dumb. You're really dumb. Some people think that they can put a merchant dispute through as a fraud case because fraud cases are typically processed faster where they're an emergency, and they get caught out, they get eaten out because of it, and then they regret it later. So don't do that. Don't do it. Don't like do a claim for the wrong reason, because we'll fucking get you for that. This is looking pretty close, but like Prim needs some love. She does need some love here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we get stuff all the time. Like, we'll get people that have, like, their accounts blocked and they're like, man, I need my account to function. I'm like, I get it. Like, that's a really important thing. But, like, there's a fucking, well, usually when someone gets an account blocked, it's usually to do with, it is actually usually to do with money laundering. Or, like, using, an account for business use where it's not permitted, so. Tax evasion, yeah! Don't do tax evasion. Oh, April was such a horrible month for my job because April is like the end of the financial year, and that's when like people in the UK, see, people in the UK mostly don't have to do their taxes, but if you are running a business or if you're on like any kind of like benefits or anything, and it turns out you were either overpaid or you didn't calculate your business taxes correctly, the Majesty's, what do you call it, revenue will fucking like bill you. They will bill you for like thousands, and yeah, it's shit, but that's how it is. Why is this color slightly different? I'm not a big fan of this. Let me change this back to normal for a second. Need to make sure I'm pulling the right color. Equivalent to the IRS. Yes, yes, yes. I'm actually surprised they haven't changed the name of it yet, because it's still called HMRC. And we have they haven't changed it. HMRC. Oh wait, no. Of course the acronym doesn't change. Yeah, it used to be Her Majesty's, now it's his, because we've got a, we have a king now, not a queen, so. As for like hierarchical stuff, like queen, king, whatever, I don't care about them. They don't really do anything. Yeah, no, I had a dumb moment because I'm fucking tired, man. It's too late. I need to like cook this doodle and then like finish it off, and then yeah. I'm gonna consider this not done until I've looked at it tomorrow and I've added like the final tweaks. So I want to blur these clouds a bit more. I'm still missing highlights on Adena, and I guess Prim, I might have Prim as like hair, because her hair is quite light in tone. Might also have her hair a little lighter. Do that for Adena. Do that there as well. The yellow's there. And yeah, I'm actually gonna grab this purple, make here. I'm pretty hungry now. I'm probably gonna have a snack before I go to bed tonight. And I also want to vibe a little bit. So I'm probably gonna put a pause on this for now, leave it overnight, and then see if there's anything I want to change when I wake up. So yeah, let me save. 3 hours is pretty good. I think we've done pretty well. Why is my... Okay, I didn't know why my mouse is... Why is my mouse struggling? For some reason my mouse isn't showing up at all in the canvas window. Why can't I move this properly? What's going on here? Why is the mouse just, like, not working? I can't, like, centralize anything. It's really annoying. I guess this is the easiest way. Okay, I'm gonna save. I think that's pretty cool. It's not done, but it's pretty close. So, yeah. Let me see if I can find someone. And I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. It will be in the, I'd say it's in the late afternoon rather than the early afternoon. I'm gonna say around... I'll probably aim for around 6 PM. But yeah, let's see who's live at the moment. Quex is live. We could read Quex. Quex is cool. Moonfell Tides of Aether? They're on a BRB. But I'm happy to just still raid them anyway. So let's do that. Oh, they'll be back in like 20 seconds. So yeah, no, this is perfect. Yeah, have a good one. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Laylu, as well. And I'm gonna raid Quex. Have a good one. Much love. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekday. Bye-bye.